I'm Summer Myatt here at the 2025 Defense R&D Summit with our panelist, General Rob Spalding, CEO of SEMPRE. Rob, thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So can you share a couple of key takeaways from the panel that you just participated in?
Yeah, one of the things we talked about was LEO satellites and NTN and how that might apply to the defense problem. One of the things that I stressed was the ability to have software-defined modems so we don't have so many different ground terminals that are out there. It really helps the DoD mission. And the other thing we stressed was, SEMPRE's approach, which is to use the control plane over LEO as a method for securing the overall network.
And I know that you highlighted interoperability as kind of a key thing that you're looking at that might be a challenge, but could also be an opportunity. Can you talk about that area?
Yeah, so if you look at the military and how they do business today, it's pen and paper and push to talk. And we're not going to jump all of a sudden from pen and paper and push to talk to 5G. You need a transition. And so what we created was a Skyway, which is a universal translator between the two. So it allows you to adopt elements of both technologies and bring in new things like real-time language translation or generative AI to the push-to-talk world. And so it's not jumping right into 5G, but it is allowing the commercial infrastructure to meet the customer where they are and where their needs are today.
And let's talk about funding a little bit. Where are some of the challenges that you're seeing? Are you seeing investments in this area? And what's your take on that?
So, our opinion is that unless we actually deploy the infrastructure, you're not going to see the funding because I think, to my point about interoperability, the networks that the military are using today are still push to talk. And so I think, our goal is to build a network, build a national emergency preparedness network that allows you to then begin to adopt these technologies into the military, into industrial applications, into critical infrastructure. And I think if you do that, it's not only an affordable way to embrace technology, it gives you a platform to bring all those advanced capabilities in software and allow them to be deployed for all of those applications.
And any other takeaways that you'd like to communicate with our audience here at home?
Well, I think 2025 is really shaping up to be a great year and a great opportunity. I think there's a lot of excitement around reindustrialization of the country, bringing back jobs, manufacturing, and I think all of these things are very important. But I think the most important, when you think about it, the fires in LA, the hurricane in Western North Carolina, we've built networks that have been for consumers, and I think turning around and looking at the importance of being able to provide those networks as survivable means of communication for the population is incredibly important. We have been using AM radio for decades. We still have teams that go out to AM radio stations if there's some kind of national crisis. Guess what? They can't even receive a message from the federal government. So they're broadcasting they don't know what to they don't know whom because nobody has an AM radio. We all have cell phones. We found them to be quite resilient through everything to include EMP. So we just need a network that allows them to continue to operate through a hurricane, through a fire, through a cyber attack, through an EMP or physical attack. So these are the things that I think are incredibly important. And the way 2025 is shaping up is maybe we'll get after some of them.
Well, that sounds promising. And Rob, thank you so much for your time today and for all the work you do at SEMPRE.
Thank you.